In this lesson, we're learning about something called the partitive genitive. This video is from the Vulgate course, number 97. First of all, I just want to say, I believe the partitive genitive is a bizarre name for what we're talking about. If we go back to the beginning, actually, partitive genitive, you'll see the word part in here. Well, that should give you a clue what we're about to talk about, and it's really that simple. Again, watch for of. William Dodds doesn't have any full sentences in this section of his book, so we're not going to diagram anything. We're just going to run through these. We have the third part of the sun. So assuming that we had a verb, part would be our subject. There's a clue for you. That's partitive. That's where the partitive comes from. Then we have the preposition of, object of the preposition sun, third part of the sun. So we have part of, which kind of sounds like partitive. Part of. I'm not sure where that word partitive came from, but it's strange. It's a grammar term. Just get used to it. It's no big deal. It's not as hard as it sounds. In Latin, this would be tertia pars. Okay, right now we've got a third part. Now we just have to turn this into the genitive. Sol is sun, but that's nominative. To make a genitive, we would just add is. And there we go. A third part of the sun. Tertia pars solis. Let's do another one. The third part of the moon. Same thing. Part of preposition. Of what? Moon. Object of the preposition. Genitive case. Article adjective. Don't need that. Don't need that. Which part? Third. So, tertia pars of the moon. Moon is luna in Latin, and to make it genitive, we simply add an e. Tertia pars lunae. Tertia pars lunae. Here's another example. Of whom I am chief. Another fragment here in William Dodd's book. Subject of this sentence, if it were a full sentence, would be I, subject pronoun, nominative case, verb am. This is a linking verb because it's linking chief to I. Chief is a predicate nominative, nominative case, and then we have of, preposition, whom, object of the preposition. Okay, so if we were going to translate this into Latin, of whom is its own word. Quorum. Quorum. Quorum, and if we wanted to emphasize the pronoun, we would write ego. We could also just leave that out. Quorum, ego, and actually William Dodds has this translated as primus. Ego, primus sum. Of whom I am chief. And probably actually it would be ego, quorum primus ego sum. I actually have never seen these. I guess I have. I was going to say I've never seen these two guys separated. They're often together, but I guess I have seen them separated. Anyway, it would sound better to say quorum primus ego sum. Quorum primus ego sum, of whom I am chief. One more. 5,000 men. There's no of in here. But if you think about it, we have 5,000 of the men. We could add that in there to make this make sense. But we have a group, right? We have a group of men. We don't know how many men are in the group, but of that group, we have, let's just say 5,000. All right? So we have 5,000, 5K of the group of men. So this is a part of the whole. There's of again, and we have part again. So we translate this into Latin using the partitive genitive, because we're talking about part of the whole. 5,000 of the men. 5,000 of men. Okay, and in Latin that would be quinque milia. That's 5,000. Quinque milia. One L or two. I am so bad at spelling. That's two L's. Quinque milia. And then of men. Hominum. Quinque milia hominum. This is from the Latin word homo, and in the genitive plural, it becomes hominum. Quinquemilia hominum. 5,000 of the men. There you go, guys. I hope that the partitive genitive doesn't sound as scary and as bewildering to you now as it did 5 minutes ago. If you like that video and want more, then subscribe, and I'll see you next time.